the night. Had to move back just a little bit as we gave one of our racers a little extra time to get his car ready for racing action. And said racer is back in the pack. On the point, driving the O'Keefe Landscaping Reed's Ferry Market, sponsor car number 67 from Merrimack, New Hampshire. That is Jenna the Jet Bolio. To her outside out of Seabrook, New Hampshire, in car number 23, Dwight Souther Jr. Guest driver once again in car number 2, regularly driven by Dave Cameron in feature number 1, will be driven here tonight by former champion Chris Knox in car number 2, back in action. Nasty Nate Leclerc out of Fremont is in the Leclerc Logging sponsored car number 10. Then it is the 57 of Ryan Stewart. Eva Guyu's in car number 27. Then it is the 22X of Action Jackson Philippone. He's out of Seabrook. Tyler Johns grids next in the 32. Then it is Brian Caswell in car number 63. Brad Weissman in the 39 and Outback. Scott Murrier in car number 54. All right, Chief Starter Dave Tibbetts crossing the field up. Makeup feature number 1 for the Slingshots. 25 laps of distance, set to go green next time by. Green flag set to fly, 25 laps of distance into the Bumpy's Auto Service restart box. Makeup feature for the K-Cobb Slingshots is underway. Dwight Souther Jr. trying the outside groove, side by side down the back straightaway there, side by side, 2 rows deep into turn number 3. Dwight Souther Jr. in the 23 trying to work the outside on Jenna the Jet Bolio. Bolio fights back on the bottom side. Souther on the outside has the lead. It's Souther by a bumper at the start-finish line. Dwight Souther Jr. trying to motor on the outside groove. Jenna Bolio fights back on the bottom side. Christopher Knox settles into that 3rd spot, looking right back at home here at the Star Speedway in car number 2. Jenna Bolio not going away on the bottom groove of Dwight Souther Jr. Now she's inching back in front in car number 67. Side by side for the race lead. This is Kate Cobb plumbing in, hitting Slingshot, racing at its best. 2 Star Trooper Youth Division graduates racing it out for the top spot. It was too close to call at the line that time. These 2 drivers, youngsters in the class. Look at this race, and they haven't touched once. Souther on the outside, Bolio on the bottom side. Nate Leclerc now trying to route the 2 of Chris Knox off the bottom side for spot number 3, but they are still side by side for the race lead. A little bit of contact that time in turns 1 and 2. Jenna Bolio has the lead at the line in the 23 now. Nate Leclerc, race fans, I apologize. It's Dave Cameron in car number 2 for feature event number 1. But he's under attack now. Leclerc gets by. Action Jackson looking for room underneath him, but they are still side by side for the race lead, race fans. You can't make this up here at Star Speedway. Dwight Souther Jr. hanging tough on the outside. Jenna Bolio down low, still side by side. Great racing for the race lead. Nate Leclerc right there in the 3rd spot, waiting for something to happen up in front of him, but right now the top 2 are not separating each other. It's Jenna Bolio once again at the line in the 67. Jenna Bolio around in front. Tough break for Jenna the Jet in the 67, all on her own on the bottom side. Goes for the spin cycle. The caution flag's gonna have to fly. What a heartbreaker for the 67 of Jenna the Jet Bolio. Race fans, how about a round of applause? That was some good hard racing there with her and Dwight Souther Jr. Tough break for the 67 of Bolio. She'll go to the back of the pack. A tough break for the youngster out of Merrimack, New Hampshire. All right, so now Dwight Souther has his shot on the preferred bottom lane, and nasty Nate Leclerc is going to have to do it on the outside. Dave Cameron 3rd, Jackson Philippone 4th, Brian Caswell up to 5th now in the 63. Ryan Stewart's feeling the vibe lately in car number 57. He runs 6th, fresh off his first career podium here at the Star Speedway. 8 laps in the record books into the Bumpy's Auto Service restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Slingshots back underway. Nate Leclerc did not get a good start on the outside. That allows Cameron to the bottom side. Brian Caswell next to peek a nose down the backstretch. Jackson Philippone gave him a little nudge through turns 1 and 2, and the 10 of Leclerc is hung out to dry on the outside groove right now. Here comes Ryan Stewart. Scotty Bernier's sideways in the 54 car. He hangs onto it. Leclerc now trying the crossover move on the 63 of Caswell down the back straightaway, rooting him off the bottom side. Caswell, a seasoned veteran of short track racing in the 63, fends him off for the moment and hangs on to spot number 3. Nate Leclerc wants that third and final podium spot back. Keep an eye on those two. Jackson Philippone right in the mix, right there in the 22X. He wants a trophy here in feature number 1 for the Cape Cod Plumbing and Heating Slingshots. Nate Leclerc all over the back bumper of the 63 of Brian Caswell as they head down the back straight. The top 2 have broken away, and it's all Dwight Souther Jr. up front in car number 23. Scotty Bernier down pit road in car number 54. That's going to end his feature event number 1. Nate Leclerc now gets to the bottom side of the 63 of Caswell. Halfway home at the line this time by 13 down, 12 to go, and it is all Dwight Souther Jr. in car number 23. Caswell up the racetrack. That allows Leclerc into the 3rd spot. Now the 22X of Action Jackson Philippone roots him off the bottom side. He'll take 4th away. Jenna Bolio racing side by side with the 39 of Brad Wiseman, trying to make her march back towards the front. Dwight Souther Jr. in car number 23 battled it out with Jenna Bolio on the high side for the first 8 laps, but now on the bottom side he is gone. 10 laps to go at the line for Dwight Souther Jr. Dave Cameron looked like he was going to be able to hang with Souther for quite a few laps, but now he's about to fall into the clutches of Fremont, New Hampshire's Nate Leclerc. Ava Gayu and Tyler Johns going at it further back in the pack for position, and Gayu able to clear the 32 of Johns for that spot. Laps ticking away here in the makeup feature event for the K-Cobb Plumbing and Heating Slingshots. Jenna Bolio around again in the 67 car. She's going to keep it rolling this time. Hold on, Jenna.
No. Oh my God.
Caution flag's going to have to fly. Jenna Bolio coming back onto the racetrack as your leaders were coming, and that could have been very hairy for the 67 of Bolio. All right back to racing action. Race director Dave McGuire back in action here tonight, and he is not wasting any time, crossing them right back up. Waiting on a car pit side, and that's all the time he's going to get. Not going to come back onto the racetrack, so next time by we'll get this one back underway. All right, 17 laps in the record books, 8 remain. Souther Jr. and Dave Cameron, green flag back in the air, Slingshots back underway. Cameron trying to hang to the outside of Souther Jr., but it's not going to work. Here comes Nate Leclerc now in car number 10. Nate Leclerc got shuffled out of the mix on the last restart. Cameron trying to crowd him on the bottom side. Leclerc keeps his foot in the gas side by side for spot number 2. Right behind them, the 63 of Caswell, the 22X of Action Jackson going at it for the 4th spot. Good racing all throughout the field, but up front it has been all Dwight Souther Jr. Contact now for spot number 2. Nate Leclerc and Dave Cameron leading on each other. Give the second spot now to nasty Nate Leclerc in car number 10. Cameron going to try the crossover, but Leclerc is there. Cameron backs out of it. 5 fingers in the air for Dwight Souther Jr. Dwight Souther Jr. has been flawless. He started the race off on the outside groove of Jenna Bolio, gave her plenty of room, fended her off, and now he is taken off. Can Nate Leclerc reel him in car number 10 is the question. Action Jackson Philippone in that 22X car is showing some speed here in the later stages of this one. He's caught the rear bumper of the 2 at Cameron now for the 3rd and final podium spot. Keep an eye on Action Jackson. He's hungry for a trophy here in feature number 1. Dwight Souther Jr. just has to hit his marks here in the final 2 laps. 2 laps to go at the line from Chief Starter Dave Tibbetts. 2 to go at the line for the 23 of Dwight Souther Jr. The battle is for the 3rd and final podium spot now. Action Jackson and Philippone in the 22X all over the 2 at Cameron. White flag in the air this time by. Final trip around for Dwight Souther Jr. Oh, Weissman off the back straightaway now. Weissman in the 39 keeps it rolling. We stay green down the back straightaway for the final time. A dominating performance and a skilled performance for the youngster out of Seabrook. Feature event number 1 goes to Dwight Souther Jr., 2nd to Nate Leclerc, 3rd to Cameron, 4th to Philippone, and 5th will go to Brian Caswell. We'll hit trackside.